not given. Welcome back to Tuesday Rambles. Here we talk, we learn, we exchange, and it's just out of opinions and out of experience also, uh, for entertainment purposes only. Um, so I know many people have different childhood, um, different environment where they grew up, and sometimes you can relate with others, and other times you are in different worlds. For me, I have spoken about things I went through when I was a child, and now I want to speak about some things that I've noted, uh, and also people who were there when I was growing up have pointed it out that I'm doing some habits because maybe I was not allowed to do it or I was stopped from doing it, but then as a grown up and with all the independence and freedom, I tend to do them. So yeah, let's dive into it. If you have experience about that, share on the comments or even talk about your the things that you think that influence some of the things that you're doing as an adult. I might say most of us were curious when we were children, and yeah, curiosity killed the cat, but sometimes you either learn from it or be punished about it. For me, I remember like the story I told about smoking. My When I was growing up, my dad was a heavy smoker, and I hate smokers right now. Sorry. So I was like, I didn't like it because the smoke itself choked me a lot. But I was curious, what was the fun in smoking and destroying your health? Because at school you're told smoking is bad, smoking is bad. But then again, you're like, then why, if it's bad, why would an adult want to do the bad thing? So I remember we were playing out with friends, our neighbors, and we found the it was a cigarette that was not completely reaching the filter, so it had some smoking ability. So we smoked, and a lesson that we didn't know: smoke, the stench of the smoke, the tobacco or whatever, uh, it sticks on your clothes. So while you smoke, when you, yes, you'll feel it in your nose, navel area, but in mouth, bad breath. Whew. But also your clothing. So I didn't know that. So we smoked, I choked, threw it away, thought that was that. Then I went home. My mom was at home. And I said hi. She smelled the smoke. And she was like, "Did you smoke?" And I was like, No, no, I didn't smoke." She was like, "Are you sure?" "Yes, I didn't smoke." I was like, okay, okay. I didn't know something punishable by that. So she acted casually. Um, then she called me, told me she wants to send me to the shop to fetch something she wanted. She gave me back then 100 shillings could buy a whole packet of cigarettes. Hmm. And I was told specifically, buy your father's brand. So I thought maybe mom today, even though she hates smoking and smokers, she wants to treat dad, or dad had sent a message earlier on, that he needs cigarettes. I didn't think that that would be my punishment. So I went, bought, and she was so nice that she told me, after you buy the cigarette, if there's change, you can use it for yourself, save it, or buy sweets for yourself. So I was like, she is not mad. It didn't click that she was angry. So I went, bought the cigarettes, came back home, gave her. She was like, okay, thank you. I'll go to the kitchen and fetch me matchbox. I was like, okay, this is dad around? And if he's around, he usually smokes outside the house. So, or mom wants to smoke today. So it didn't click. Went, fetched the matchstick, and then she told me, go to my bedroom. There's an ashtray that we don't use it, but it's there. It looks like this, because I didn't even know what an ashtray was then. So I was like, okay. Went, fetched it, came back with it. My mom locked the door, and where we used to live, there was no other door. It was just that one door. There was no kitchen back door, no. And the other place I would have escaped through was our bedroom window, which she knew, and she locked that door too. So I didn't have any other choice to escape. So she told me, sit down here. You're not waking up there until you finish this whole packet. And I was like, Mom, I'm not a smoker. She was like, you smoked and you lied about it when I asked you, not just once, twice. So since you want to be a smoker, I want you to smoke in the comfort of my presence. So yeah, the first puff choked me to death. I was coughing vigorously. I could not even continue. So then she was like, okay, since you were not able to, then the other punishment is ass whooping. I got a real good ass whooping. But now she would not beat me so much because I was already choking because of the smoke. I didn't know how, when you smoke, you need to puff it out. So I was inhaling that. So that influenced me even worse to hate smoking. Then that's one side, the extreme side. Hi, Ryan, welcome. The other side is, the habits. Well, I didn't know it was a habit. My dad used to, over the weekend, after his boys or men's out trip and then come back, when he was trying to nurse the hangover, we never used to keep eggs, fresh eggs, or uh, any eggs type in the house, because my brother was allergic because of the high protein content. So he will only buy eggs for him, forgetting that the daughter is a fan of eggs, but she can't eat because the brother will eat and it will be another medical issue. So my dad will send me for eggs, and only for him, and then I'll buy them, and I'll be told to be the one to prepare them, because he said he loves how I cook it. So that aside, anyway, most of the time it will be omelette. He loved omelette, was his hangover meal. And whenever I used to cook for him, this is a confession, I will cut the outside pieces, where an extra, when you cook eggs, you know how it crumbles, and sometimes there's a original how you poured after mixing, it shapes itself. So I remove the extra one and eat it, so at least I have my fix, and then take it for him to eat. So because I was not allowed to eat a lot of eggs when I was young, in my house I have to have eggs. I can eat eggs Monday to Monday. So I think because of that, being told, oh yeah, you can't eat because of this and this, now I want to eat it. Now, and the other side, another one, like adulting was a scam. We all know that. We were told the lies that we were told when we were young. When you grow up, you'll sleep as much as you want, you'll eat whatever you want. They never gave us the heads up that you have to pay for it and work for it. And sometimes you lack it. You'll not even get whatever you want. Sleep, the same. The time you want to sleep, there's a lot of responsibilities you have to tackle. That's the only side note of growing up that I say didn't work as much as we wanted. Sometimes we wish as adults we'll go back and still remain children and dependent on other people. So yeah. And then which other thing I can say? Personally, I've seen people, okay, even lie. If you hear your parents lying often, and it's normal, until when you don't want to lie, you'll hate it, or you become the best pathological liar you can ever be. It either shapes you the right way or shapes you to be triple or worse than whoever taught you to be. We have heard of, like right now, some people are tackling issues of Abdul, hi, please communicate in English kindly or translate it from your place. Parents' influence also influences a lot of people as adults. How you, if your parent was organized, sometimes you'll find yourself if your house was pristine, maybe the parent had OCD and everything had its place, then you either become the OCD triple max or you become the most messiest person. I have gone to homes through work. Sorry to say, not my not my architectural work. I've serviced the government as a census officer, and whoa, because not many people expect guests any time of the day, and we used to work from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. because if you don't find the people who don't go so much early to work in the morning hours, you find them in the evening hours when they come back from work. And the latest you lock the kids for doing the work was 10 p.m. So when the homes, funny enough, the homes that you find people in the evening, they were clean. But the ones we found them early mornings, ooh, I got a story for you. Hey, Vicky, Maish, are you guys typing in Chinese? So yeah, and then you think there's one home in particular that I was shocked because you look at the people who live in the house, there are more females than male. You'd expect the females to be cautious about the cleanliness, tidiness. Another thing now that reminds me, when we were in high school, I studied in an all girls school boarding, and let me tell you, some people have to be pushed to be clean. And then you'll find when you finish school outside here, you'll find, oh yeah, the lady is pretty. And I'm looking at the men, I'm like, do you really know the person you're married? Or do you really, really know the cleanliness? Or some people, like we say, most people do pretense once they start dating, or the first year of dating, or whatever. Another one gave us a point of, if you want to know if somebody is their true self, don't make plans to show up to their place. Just show up, and then you'll know if they're messy or, yeah, messy, clean, dirty. That will even make you understand if you want to eat food from their kitchen. Yeah. So sometimes, now I can say, I will not blame so much what they're doing as adults, maybe because of the influence of their childhood issues. But also, you should do better. If that's what you are used to, um, as a grown up, you know what's right and what's wrong, what's supposed to be presentable or not. Eh, to each their own. Even you find we keep on saying men are disgusting sometimes, or they're not clean. I have seen men who are very to detail, very clean, very organized. Lucky for me, I have met some I've dated, but not all. There are others, you enter the room and then the whiff of the scent that comes out of that. Whew, yeah. So everyone, you need to know everyone's quirks, and yeah, we are supposed to know, accept somebody with their craziness, their quirks, their not that. That's where I draw the line. The cleanliness part. That's where I draw a clear wall, not just a line, a wall, a barricade. Yeah. So no one shared about their influence, childhood influence that is influencing whatever they're doing as an adult. But thank you for joining in. For those who commented, please, English next time. Until next Tuesday. Bye.